I'm Adam Watson.
I'm Trinity Watson.
I'm Julian Watson.
This is Darkstar Mafia Power Hour. Today we're taking a look at Ash, issue number 1, published by Event Comics. Trinity, this was your pick. Tell us why.
I saw this on Cartoonist Kayfabe a couple of years ago, and I really like the panel layout, so I've been wanting to check out this issue.
Okay. I like Joe Quesada's signature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That weird ass little Q thing. Ugh. This is some horrible graphic design. I think I opened this up on the haul video where you picked this up, which this is actually airing before, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But I hate that graphic design right there so much.
Yeah, it makes it look like my eyes are blurry and everything.
Yeah. So the story is done by both Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. Joe did the pencils, Jimmy did the inks. Colors by Ruben Rude with Digital Chameleon. Letterer was Chris Eliopoulos. Logo and graphic design by Simon Eric. So, starts off pretty fucking cool imagery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Burn Baby Burn. Is that someone saying that though, or is it the title of this? I'm really uncertain after reading it.
I think it's just the title, because we know he's for sure saying "yar" like a pirate.
Yeah.
But I think that the Burn Baby Burn is just the title.
I don't. I think it's somebody who's screaming at him.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because as we turn the page, we see an image of this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's on the cover of one of the Ash comics.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, he's like on Ash number 3 or something like that. So I think this guy started the fire, but they just do a really bad job of setting that up. Because, like, the setup in this comic is fucking bad.
It's
Yeah.
really bad. These firefighters are, extinguishing a fire, trying to get all this family out of the building and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And one firefighter, goes back in to save a baby. Baby gets saved.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so did you get that they were saving a baby before it was brought up again later in the issue?
yeah,
Okay, I thought this was just a metaphorical baby.
no, that's
I didn't
an
think there
actual
was
baby.
really like a leaping baby in the fire.
Yeah, no. This guy, or no, is that the burn guy? I'm not sure who that is.
This is Ash, the
Yeah.
guy who's getting burned.
Yeah, Ash throws the baby out the window or something. and
That's
the mom
supposed to be the
catches
baby
it.
being thrown?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not get that at all.
Yeah, he's literally tossing the baby out of the window and the mom catches it.
Okay. So, yeah, Joe and Jimmy both have come a long way since this.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like they're doing the image thing with this, where
Yeah.
it's more about cool than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at this massive amount of lighting on all the characters, right?
Yeah.
The colorist did a really good job with all that kind of stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing what the hell is going on in this, not so much.
No. Also, it's day right here. I'm pretty sure in a later panel it's night.
Okay, well, you have to
No.
point that out when we get to it.
I'm not entirely sure though. But yeah, no. There's like a Joker character and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if he's supposed to be a mime or a clown or what he is.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had read Ash before, but now that I'm actually reading it,
Yeah.
I think I just seen him, and I know I've read the 22 Brides comic, and I think I just saw him in that.
I have not read that.
Because I
I've
didn't
read
know
anything
he was
from
like the way he looked. I thought that the guy on the cover was basically just like a souped up version of the way the guy always looks, but he's
Right.
not. He looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, it's a weird Shazam situation.
Right. So then they find a burned guy on the ground, and after they discuss it, instead of immediately helping the guy,
Mm-hmm.
they figure out that he's one of their own, that he's Ash.
Yeah.
Ashley.
Yeah, his arm's broken. His skin has been.
I'm
melted
guessing they
off.
just know because of his eye.
Something.
So this is one perspective that I've noticed that a lot of comic creators have a lot of problems with.
Yeah.
This guy is friggin' massive compared to these two.
Mm-hmm.
The perspective is completely off in that panel, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I've seen that sort of panel where two people are crouching over another person, fucked up by so many different comic artists that it's it's like one of the more forgivable things. And I understand this is supposed to be somewhat of a stylized panel, but it makes him look like a giant. And I thought maybe he already had some sort of like gigantic superpowers or something like that,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are just recognizing him based off his eye, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, he looks up at them. He's crying from pain and everything. And the other guy's like, oh my god, it's Ashley.
Yeah. So I like experimentation in comics. I do not like the experimentation with the siren of the ambulance in this one, though.
Yeah, it's a really weird. It doesn't
If
give
it was
siren.
just this panel, I think it'd be fine. Having it be the entire background and then, it's cut off down here because it like encapsulated the borders at the bottom doesn't work as well. And then we're clearly entering the era where instead of drawing moons, you just grab one and digitize it in.
Yeah.
I did not notice that.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, that's all I could stare at on this page.
Yes.
There's
it's
some
nighttime
really
now.
well-drawn characters. The ambulance looks good. And then my focal point goes right to that shitty moon. I cannot stand all this overly, it doesn't even look like somebody tried to draw it. They just grabbed it from the internet or something like that. Maybe took a picture of it outside. I got no idea.
Yeah, incorrectly rendered.
Yeah. Then we get some talk between the EMT and a doctor. The doctor goes to look at Ash. You're just going to assume that what he's seen is a badly burnt body, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's my assumption. I'm not sure that I'm correct in that, though. I do like the way this guy is drawn. I like how his glasses are such a part of his face. Yeah, so there's apparently 2 firefighters who are injured. We come to learn in this page. Did I miss that before, or was that not mentioned before?
It was not mentioned. You did not miss that. The
Okay.
main focus was on Ashley.
Yeah, but now they seem more concerned about someone named Bobby G.
Yeah.
And it just kind of seems to come out of nowhere, right? Yeah, so the other firefighters go in, and apparently Ash has just completely regrown all the skin, all his hair, his fingernails.
Yeah, everything on him is completely fine.
Right,
Yeah.
but the nursing staff is just keeping him under lock and key, and I like the fact that they use like 1970s nurses outfits in this. So I was very much alive during the time this comic came out. Nurses no longer looked like that if they ever did. So she just turns the light off on him. I'm just gonna state this guy looks like that after getting burns that should have killed him.
Yeah.
They're not just going to keep him in this room and turn off light. They're going to be calling in experts, and
Yeah.
there's going to be investigations. He's going to be poked and prodded. Like the government's probably going to come in.
Right, yeah.
They're
Why
not
would
just going to
you
be like,
feel
oh, this
that?
guy, just grew his skin and his hair back. And even the other firefighters, they're surprised, but there's no person that's just like utterly in disbelief of this. No one vomits, anything like that,
Yeah. Yeah, their friend was horribly mutilated, and now he's no longer horribly
Yeah, he
mutilated.
just regenerated completely.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, well, shit. He's Wolverine.
Yeah, I kind of would have preferred it if he stayed, burned up and everything.
I would have preferred it if throughout this issue, if what this issue was his, whatever the hell healed him, stitching him back together.
Yeah.
That's what I would have preferred. If you had seen him, badly burned in the beginning, and then his body is slowly healing as, interesting stuff is going on around. Because that's one of the problems. There's nothing really interesting in this comic, per se, besides the artwork itself.
Right.
Yeah, so then Ash goes to visit Bobby G, who's happy that he saved the baby. So is it Bobby who threw him through the window, or Ash who did?
I don't know. I know a baby was thrown through the window, though.
Okay, you got more out of that than I did, because I thought the baby was supposed to be Ash. I thought it was
yeah.
symbolizing his rebirth, like some sort of phoenix or something like that.
No, it was a literal baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we get a kind of sort of funny scene between him and his mom, where she's convinced that he doesn't know how to heat up the food that she's leaving for him. I like that. I thought that was cute.
Yeah.
And then he falls asleep watching TV and wakes up with electrical powers.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's symbolic of some sort of electrical power anyway, right?
Yeah, he's doing electricity and then he lights everything on fire with the electricity.
Yeah, so is Ash a fire hero or is he an electrical hero or both?
Maybe in this world the elements are merged.
Maybe.
Actually, I think that's weird smoke.
Oh. Well, if that's the... yeah, I guess you could be right.
Yeah.
So
I
wait,
didn't
is
think
smoke
of
going
this
around the cats
before.
then and they're just sitting there watching? Cats are assholes, that's probably the case.
Yeah, the cats are like, oh no, the guy who feeds us is now on fire. What
Right.
are we gonna do now?
I'm going to be honest. If I had just been reading for pleasure, if it hadn't been, you guys had already read this, I need to read it for the channel, all that kind of stuff, I would have given up after this line.
Yeah.
Whoa, where's the fire? I would have just been out right there. I'd have been like, nah, no more of this. So once again, I really appreciate experimentation.
Mm-hmm.
But I also think you have to look at something critically and think, is this working? Let me ask you guys, are these panel borders working?
Not really.
No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
They're not doing anything cool enough with it, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and I couldn't tell if this was just all in his head or not because the cats seem fine with everything going on.
Yeah, they're just chilling like little assholes.
Yeah. If this were our cat, he'd be going crazy and trying to claw you.
Oh yeah.
He'd be doing something. He'd be running from you, hiding under a bed.
Yeah.
Some- So then we get a really needless scene at a bar.
Yeah.
This scene literally doesn't tell me anything other than I guess he hangs out with the people he works with.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all I'm supposed to be getting out of this?
I don't know. I thought it was surprising that he was going back to work so soon after, sustaining such critical injuries and everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that he's actually going back to work, though.
Yeah, fair.
It never states he's going back to work.
No.
And then I get to this part and I'm like, what? They got a Barry Windsor Smith pinup that looks awesome, but then they put these weird ass paintbrushes over it and this weird
Yeah, what the
graphic
fuck?
design. And then I open it up and see, oh no, there actually is a badass Barry Windsor Smith piece in here.
Yeah.
So this piece right here is damn near worth the 50 cents all on its own.
Right. I do wish, I love the whimsy of, flippable comics, but I wish Barry Windsor Smith was like vertical and not split up.
Yeah, I could see that, but this is a pinup.
Yeah.
So, if you have the desire to do it, you could take this out of the comic and make it into an actual poster on your wall, right? That was what pinups were originally.
Yeah.
So,
you could,
it's just nobody
dismantle the
actually
whole
does
comic.
that anymore. But you'll notice they did make it friendly towards you wanting to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no story pages on either side of it.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I think this is the first time I've ever actually seen a picture of Barry Windsor Smith, and I don't know what I had in my head.
But wasn't this?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. He's just so normal looking. I don't know why I expected some abnormal look, but...
When I think of a name like Barry Windsor Smith, I think of somebody with the face of Alan Moore.
Why the hell would you think Barry Windsor Smith would look like Alan Moore?
I don't know. Barry
And do you know what Alan Moore looks like?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He looks like he's a forest hermit.
He just looks like an ancient wizard who worships snake gods, just like what he is.
Yeah, a forest hermit.
Yeah, alright.
Anyway, Barry Windsor Smith, what about that name doesn't scream some kind of fantastical forest hermit to you?
Well, yeah, definitely the forest hermit part, but not like Alan Moore.
I don't know.
Alan Moore is a specific type. He's,
I feel like
he's a
anybody with
12th
that
level
kind of name-
magician who worships a snake god who only ever watches things on DVD and has never been on the internet unless he recently went on there.
Yeah.
But his daughter captured a phenomenal image of him with a Pokemon on him when she was playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah, like the Zubat or whatever.
Yeah, and you can see him casting a spell on her in the photo. But anyway, enough about Alamore. So, somebody explain to me what's going on in this. There's a traffic jam. These people are fighting. She gets out of the car after rear-ending somebody. She makes the tank explode?
I think so.
Yeah, it's not really explained, but she's having a horrible transformation, and I think she's like throwing up fire on this and making it explode, but it's not shown.
Okay.
'Cause she-
I was thinking maybe she suffered from like spontaneous combustion or something.
No, I'm pretty sure Teresa turns into a weird dragon thing later on in this issue.
Okay, I have no idea where you're getting that from. But I have to say, the pacing in this needs to be slowed way the hell down.
Yeah.
This needs to be 2 pages desperately. There's too much shit on this page. Like, it does not convey the information they thought it would because there's too much.
It
Yeah.
feels like a SpongeBob gag where the person just randomly explodes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then back to Ash, who likes to sleep in a Spawn shirt.
Nice, classic.
Yeah, nice little reference. I like when comics reference each other like that, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's fun.
So then we get to a typo in speaking on the newsman's part
Yeah.
that Ty would have appreciated because apparently this is a Hue explosion. Besides a lot of missing commas and things like that, I didn't see quite as many grammatical errors as what you usually get
Right.
in like an image book per se, but a Hue explosion. Yeah, I like that. So he starts talking to like the Phoenix Force that lives within him or something.
Yeah, the Phoenix Force that takes the voice of his dad.
Yeah, and then we're treated to the hardest to read dialogue balloons and then captions, like of all time.
Yeah, these are awful.
These are so hard to read. But apparently the Phoenix Force, that's also his dad, doesn't want him to use the gifts it's giving him to be a hero?
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's also getting like kaboom gloves. And then we get treated to a rather awkward double page spread.
Incredibly awkward. The pose is awkward.
The
how
pose
it
is
splits
so
down
damn
the
awkward.
middle is awkward. The sound
At least you
effect
can
is
finally
awkward,
read the weird ass caption though.
right? But yeah, the captions were like split between his dad not wanting him to be a hero and the Phoenix Force wanting to keep him as like a Phoenix Force slave forever.
Okay.
And this is him like being forced into being the Phoenix Force slave.
Okay. I mean, he's a cool looking character.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, I actually like his design.
Yeah. Okay.
His design's cool because you can instantly see like the parts of it that's supposed to look like a firefighter's outfit.
That is
Yeah.
true, yeah.
Like overall, I think he's a well-designed character. I think it's cool that Quesada and Palimati made a firefighter hero. I don't know if there was probably a comic about a firefighter before, but I'm not aware of any. So, I think that's cool. So, it's cool to see, like a firefighter superhero. I actually dig his costume, his design. This, what the fuck is he doing? Is he pooping?
He's constipated.
I don't understand what he's doing. So then he's apparently also Ghost Rider.
Yeah, sometimes.
Has he had this motorcycle up until now? Have we
No.
seen this even a single time?
We haven't seen this at all.
No.
Okay, do either of you know what the fuck he is doing to the license plate?
He's
No.
making sure people can't identify it. Also
Okay,
make
I
it-
thought he might have been giving it like Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, it seems to be from the license plate.
Mm-hmm.
So he supercharged the license plate for speed.
I
Tron
guess.
beam.
I don't think that's how motorcycles work.
No.
It would have been a little cooler if they just committed to the bit and did the full-on Ghost Rider,
Yeah.
where we saw the bike undergo a massive transformation. Of course, that might also make sense had we, seen this bike before
Right.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently Ash is not bound by any rules of firefighting and decides to just break the police line. And then, I guess you're right. This dragon is the girl who was seen earlier, isn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Teresa.
Okay. Yeah, because she's got the hair and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for whatever reason, she turns into a dragon. She gets really mad at her friend, explodes a fire line thing.
And becomes a
And
dragon.
becomes a dragon.
Okay. And he gets so upset seeing her that he uses his bike as a toilet, I'm guessing, by the way he's squatting on.
Something.
Such an awkward pose.
And then the biggest tell that all they cared about was the visuals in this. Next issue, more cool stuff.
Yep.
Ash might get a lot better as the series go on. I actually like Painkiller Jane a lot that came out through Event.
Yeah.
But reading this, I'm like, how the hell did Marvel Knights come out of this?
We'll never know.
And then we have a Spawn ad in here,
Mm.
which is kind of interesting. You have the little Spawn logo, a Spawn ad. You don't really see different companies mixing up their ads like that when they're at the level of like Image at this point,
Right.
but it's cool that they did.
Mm.
So right away, full color Ash poster, Ash limited edition lithograph, Ash resin kit. I think I have seen the episode of Cartoonist Kayfabe you're talking about, and I think I remember that they were pointing out that this thing was just instantly made to sell all this shit. And yeah, that's exactly right. Is this just a list of comic shops, or what is this?
I'm not sure. It's got cute.
Oh, no, it's
art on
not,
it.
because it lists names like Denny O'Neill and things like that are comic creators.
We would like to thank the following people, places, and things who have helped contribute to Event Comics.
In some way, shape, or form. Well, that's cool, but I'm not reading all those names.
Yeah, that's a lot and very tight.
And yeah, it's a cool wraparound cover.
Mm.
And that would have been a lot cooler of a double page splash to use on the inside where he's doing like his transformation.
Yeah.
Something like this just proves that they could have done a cool double page splash. But
They
instead, they decided to make it look like he had eaten Taco Bell and didn't make it to the toilet. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so either of you gonna read any more of this?
No.
I bought a bunch of issues of this. I feel obligated to, and also I do still really like some of the panel layouts and some of the ideas that were executed.
Yeah.
I just feel like I can learn from their mistakes and execute some of these ideas better.
Are you the new penciler on Ash? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes. No, I'm not. Not in the slightest.
Alright, you guys got anything else?
Nope.
Nope.
Let's go make some comics. We didn't create the comics that were featured in today's episode, but we did create these. Check out Ghost Assassin in the Cards and the Chihuahua Who Flew Away mini comic, both of which were written by me. The Chihuahua Who Flew Away was illustrated
By me.